Welcome back to another Facts with Facts. Today we're going to be covering off a very simple question that comes up quite a bit is, when should I start fertilizing my lawn? Let's jump into it.
And now it's time for Facts with Facts.
So one question that does seem to come up a lot, and this could be from novice lawn care people, beginners, and even people who've been doing it a long time, is when should I fertilize my lawn in the springtime? Kind of like in the last video that we had, and you can click right up here for that. There's going to be a multifaceted answer here, so let's just go through them one by one. We're going to go ahead and start with the cool season grasses first. This is everybody to the north side. A lot of you are still under snow, but you might start thinking, how quickly can I actually get out there? Is it right away or not? Couple things. Number one, if you have snow melt and super saturated ground, not the time to fertilize. Just wait it out. Typically what I would recommend for residents, and this is for residential homeowners, not for professionals. For you DIY homeowners out there, here's what I'd recommend on your cool season grass. Wait until you've mowed it at least 2 times and maybe even 3 times before you start feeding it. It's going to come out, it's going to start growing on its own, it's going to look beautiful, it's going to look healthy. Then you don't have to nail it right away, and in fact, it's a good time to establish roots. So don't push the nitrogen too heavy right out of the gate. Go ahead and enjoy the mow a few times before you go out and do your first fertilization. Probably by that time, you've already had the opportunity to put some prodiamine out, so it's not like you're gonna be sitting there like itching for, some sort of application to happen. This is a time to just hold your horses and wait. So, 2 to 3 mows. Just wait at least that long before you start feeding. And you could go even a touch longer. You're still gonna catch the cool season turf in its growth cycle, and everything's gonna do just fine. Now you folks in the transition zone, same thing. You're probably not gonna be having any of your warm season turf coming out yet. You're still gonna have some cool season turf in there. Same kind of deal. If it was coming out of dormancy, you can start feeding after you've mowed it a couple of times. After it started its growth cycle, start around then. For you warm season folks, you've got a little while longer. Soil temperatures are gonna have to be like 65 degrees or so before it's even gonna start waking up. And that can wake up over 2 weeks, it could wake up over 6 weeks. It just depends on if the temperatures of the air and the soil remain constant. So you need to have nights where the temperatures are 60 degrees or higher consistently, and the daytime highs are 75 or higher, kind of in that range, for the grass to start to come out of dormancy. So once you start to see that, even then, it's going to just start slowly coming on. Then you hit it. Go ahead and do that same thing. Mow it once or twice, and then start the feeding and get the process going.
That's killed it. Oh no.
A lot of this is a sort of hurry up and wait type of technique. And it's also good for you to learn what to look for and when the lawn actually looks like it needs more fertility or it needs more of a push. Let me give you an example. Out west here, we've had kind of a major drought. We haven't had much winter, and there hasn't been much snow cover like there typically would be. There's been days where it's been extremely warm through the winter time that heated up soil temperatures, and that can actually cause a bit of denitrification. With the sun coming down on it, with the soil moisture high, and just that warming effect that's happening in mid-season can cause some depletion, and the grass may come out a little bit weaker than normal. In seasons like this, it's good to evaluate what's been happening environmentally. This may be a time where you do need to come out heavier because the grass is going to be hungrier and you need to get things going.
I'm starving.
Now, to the professionals out there, I know I don't really have to tell you when the best time to fertilize is. You guys are gonna go out and you're gonna hit it because you're trying to get the lawn greenest first and try to get more business. That's what you do. You're staying on a schedule. Keep it like clockwork. Keep servicing your customers really well. Make sure the grass is green. Make sure the weeds are dead, and you guys are gonna win. That's pretty simple for you guys. For the rest of you, it's okay to wait. I know we get excited. You wanna get out there and you wanna do something and you wanna get a jump on it, but it may not do you any good. You could have nitrogen losses from heavy saturated soils. You could have up and down temperatures. You could push off growth when you shouldn't and have heavy frosts that cause damage. Just wait a little bit before you go ahead and throw that out. This year, fertilizer equals money in a much bigger way than it did in years past. Take the conservation approach, do it right, do it when it really needs it, and don't rush it. That's it. I'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya. Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe if it's the first time for you being here. I'd love to have you. A lot more hot tips on the way.